Hello everyone, it's Nick here, and I have another unboxing to do. This one took forever to get here. By forever, I mean like maybe a month. Let's see, where did I put my box getter? I just had it because I just got this Bluetooth speaker for Christmas by JBL. Pretty cool. Anyways, here we go. I love this unboxing stuff. It's awesome. All right, so what's in here? It's definitely not paper. It's not just paper. Ah, here it is. Trying to think. No, I do own a few PAL games complete in box, and that's what this is. This is a European import. You know, my ancestors, right? So this is, well, if I get this out of the plastic here, really don't want to have to use that box cutter here. So, okay, here we go. Oh, they put it in a plastic case. That's cool. That's awesome. Already like the seller already. Okay. Okay. This one, or this game, I'll say what I was going to say in a sec here. The game I present to you, Lair. Now, this isn't just a rehash of the NES version, the US version. This one is actually more like the Japanese version, and there actually are several gameplay mechanics here, and I'll be playing through the entire game. Because the European version actually isn't that much harder than the Japanese version, although there are some things about it which can be frustrating, but let's take it out of the box really quick. We'll take a look at what's inside. The box is in very pristine order. I mean, this looks like a brand new game. Now, the version I have, the packaging is in English and French. So, from deep within Mordrek's castle, a foul stench rose up to mix with the cold, damp midnight air. The telltale signs of the evil wizard's pet fire-breathing dragon singe. The reeking breath of the beast that guarded the Princess Daphne. And the dark and deadly caves were below the surface. Sorry, the text is like really tiny, like size 1 font, so I gotta like really look at this. And it's even though it looks like I have a lot of lighting in here, I don't. So, anyways, Dirk the Daring walked steadily toward the castle gate. He felt no fear. Fear was for cowards, not the most courageous knight in the land. No other would dare enter this perilous castle where Mordred had imprisoned the helpless princess. But then, no other could match Dirk's unrelenting love for the beautiful Princess Daphne. There was no other possible course of action. Now was the time for heroes. Now was the time to enter the dragon's lair. So anyways, yeah, so this is, like I said, this game was developed by Motive Time, aka Elite, who actually self-published this game. In fact, the copyright screens in the US and Japanese version say straight up developed by Motive Time, whereas this version, it does have the Motive Time logo on the title screen, but it doesn't actually say it was developed by them. So here we got the packaging, got the sleeve. Oh, I should check if the styrofoam is in there. Oh yeah, it is. Got a little piece of styrofoam. Got a receipt too. I don't know if this is like the original receipt for the game, but they paid $150. Wow. So, is there a date? Oh wow, yeah, this is the original. So October 2nd, 1992 at 3:48 p.m. or 15:48, they bought this. Wow, this is awesome. And again, I'm not getting this for just collection purposes. I will actually be playing this game. But anyway, so there's the sleeve. Doesn't have the Nintendo logo. I'm not sure if like the third-party games have the Nintendo logo on the sleeves, or if that's just like random games or whatever. So here we got. The only bad thing about this thing that wasn't kept in the best condition is the manual. This top left part is kind of like screwed up a bit, but other than that, it looks fine. Okay, Elite has the Elite address on there and stuff. So oh, this page is kind of stuck together. Let me carefully. I do mean ever so freaking carefully. All right. I assume this manual's big because yeah, it's also in French. So winning the game. 1. When fighting a majority of the enemies it is advisable to move Dirk away from the enemy before starting his attack. Yeah, if the game freaking lets you. And then 2, it is to Dirk's advantage to collect the axe and try to keep it throughout the game. Yeah, that's until the game designers decide to screw with you out of the last level and make you pick up the dagger. 3, there are valuable hidden bonuses throughout the castle. They can only be found by using the candle. So, I doubt there's any, like, game credits in this game because, well, yeah. And there's an empty page here, 2 empty pages, so you got your money's worth on the paper there. And of course, yeah, no credits because this game is kind of like a... Who'd want it? It actually looks like this game, the manual's also in German. Is it? Har het spel gewonnen Wort. I don't know, it might be in French. I can't. I'm only French by, ancestors. I'm not like I don't speak it myself. So here we go. Let's check out and let's play through Dragon's Lair for the NES, the PAL version. Here we go. Developed by Elite Systems Ltd. Well, it says released, but it's the same company. Yeah, see on the copyright it doesn't say anything about Motive Time developing it. Alright, so Motive Time Limited. Here we go. Now, the B button still jumps. This version runs slower than the Japanese version, but runs faster than the US version, so... And again, the serpent's eyes are red this time, just like in the Japanese version. First level's pretty easy. Here's one difference. You get these really cool looking splash screens. I mean, I swear, these graphics could pass for 16-bit. Oh, there comes the floating Lizard King. Oh, I thought I was gonna get died. So instead of a snake here, there's a spider. I don't need the energy really. I should actually read the manual and see if it mentions about using your weapon draining your energy, but I just somehow doubt that's the case. So this that spider there, you're supposed to like go right under it or go down here right when it's starting to go up. Starting to miss the B button being the candle. So yeah, you get these like mosquito-looking things or whatever. And they changed the boss in this level too. You'll see soon enough here. Yeah, the game's a bit laggy on here. But as you can see, if you have the axe, he's pretty easy to take care of. Not exactly, like Ganon or anything. Okay. And here's another thing, which is bullcrap. They add these rocks, which sometimes get in the way of the exit you're trying to take. So, and I'll let you guess how many hits they take to kill you. That's cool. You can see, like, the final boss is, like, eyes glowing in the dark there. That's pretty cool. Alright. There we go. Grab the candle, even though it's pretty much full anyway. There's like 1 pixel of like candle per whatever that makes sense. How to get used to these controls now because I'm so used to pressing up to jump and the B button to use the candle. So here, just rapidly tap the A button. And there we go. Just rapidly tap the start button too while you're going across. I've yet to test this on my top loader NES, see how it runs. Alright. There we go. And those fart bubbles kill you in 1 hit. The key to avoiding them was pretty simple, and I'm probably going to die because I'm going to take a chance. Oh! Whoa! How did I not die there? Basically, you let the fart bubbles go once, and then you grab the next lift when you can. Anyways. Key there is to make sure Dirk's hand is not on that like block on the floor. You see that? One difference too, I don't think anyone's noted, is I think in the US version the bosses don't flash when they take damage. Here they do. So we're doing pretty good so far. There's really no advice. I mean, they don't The rocks never go directly down the middle, but they could still hit you sometimes. Like, yep, hit me there. Yeah, really cheap stuff, okay? Cheaper than the underwear I've got on right now, okay? So, yes. I find it funny that Mark Cooksey owns a shrink-wrap copy of the US version, because, of course, the game was developed in Europe and England, so... Anyways. Entering the Reaper's Domain. Ooh. There's also some goodies here, too, like, Oh, I keep pressing the B button, but there's nothing really that you want. There's, like, points and an axe, and you'll get the axe. You should already have the axe if you know what you're doing. So... There we go. Grab the points, even though they don't do anything. Avoid the crocodile ghost. I mean, it does look like a crocodile. That's why I call it a freaking crocodile. I don't know its pronouns or anything like that. And I probably... Oh, I was gonna say, I probably made that jump way too early. Thank God I didn't. And here we go. This should be a little easier, because the B button jumps. Oh. Oh! Whoa! Surprised I survived that. Okay. Yeah, you guys probably weren't expecting me to play through the whole game, but yeah, unfortunately, I've grown so masochistic that I'll play this. Or that I've actually started to kind of like this game, to be honest. Like, it's the European version and the US the Japanese versions are better than the US release, but 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna try a short jump. Oh, I made it good. Okay, we're doing pretty good so far. Well, I'm doing pretty good so far. Oh, let's see if I can make it. Ooh! Don't know how I made that, but glad I did. Just hold the jump button and the right button until I get to that next platform. Okay. Okay, fire a few axes at the guy. Yeah, so the first time he fires 3 shots the first time, then he fires 4. Pretty simple stuff. I'm already at the last stage now. But the last stage... Let's see, is there going to be a rock flying in front of that first entrance? Anyways, they added an enemy to the last level, which is, like, really frustrating. Oh, wow, I made it. Again, really cool, even if it's just a bigger image of the final boss. So now we got these dragons that drop eggs on you. And again, I'll let you guess how many hits they take to kill you. Basically, you don't want to touch them. Other than that, the level's pretty much exactly the same, as far as I'm aware. I actually like the music in this version better, just, I think in the key of B it sounds better, but... By the way, you could touch that dragon and not die, by the way. It's just the egg that kills you. I don't know how that makes sense, but... Or at least I can't recall all the times I've touched that dragon, I've never died, so... Yeah, see? Ran right into him, nothing happened. Jump! Oh yeah, get down there, okay. Okay. And again, regardless whether or not I get the dagger, or if I keep the axe, it's alright, either way, I should be able to kill the final boss without too much problem, I hope. Okay, here we go, here's the try to jump, and that should be the last dragon that drops the eggs. Egg dropping dragon, I don't know. Oh! Ah, I got it. Oh well, that's alright. That's alright. Final boss is still beatable. Oh! Okay, I have to get used to this controller scheme because... Alright. Controls are still kind of sluggish here. Not as bad as the US version, but still sluggish nonetheless. Oh! That was my fault. Okay, gotta watch out for that fucking dragon. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's completely random where he drops the egg. Again, sorry for assuming it's gender, but it's just how it's gotta be, you know? Alright. Boom. Oh, no. At least I should have enough ammo. Oh god. Oh! Fuck! This game is frustrating. I didn't say it was a good game. I said it was, like, I'd probably rate it just below average. Just below being average. Yeah, grab the points, even though it doesn't really do anything. Oh, made that. I think that's the last one. I think. And here, I can just... I do miss the, or it's nice to have the somewhat responsive jumping back then. When I try to, like, jump to the right or something, it actually responds in this version, unlike the Japanese version, because you have to press up to jump. Try this again. Gotta concentrate here, so sorry if I'm a little silent. And when I'm done with this game, I want to share some thoughts on this game. I think I did with the Japanese version, but I want to talk about something else. Anyways. Yeah, sorry for being silent here. Just gotta concentrate. Whoa, that was close. See, perfect example. Almost died there. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, you know what you're doing. You could beat the game in like, what, 10, 15 minutes? At least they spelled congratulations, right? But then, wait a minute. They didn't put an apostrophe after Singes. And then there's a space after, between the word after and the 3 periods. So, yeah. This is like probably the British equivalent to the Ghostbusters ending screen. I mean, that game could be forgiven because it was developed in Japan. This game was developed, again, in England. You know? Fish, chips, cup of tea, you know, bad breath, whatever they say in that movie. Anyway. Worse weather, that's what he said. Okay. And that's weird. You can press the D-pad, any button on the D-pad to leave the ending screen. I like how how they always put rub in British games when you're entering your name to delete it. All right. I just love that music. Also here, it's Sullivan Bluff. You know, and I'm in touch with Don Bluth on LinkedIn. I was gonna like ask him about this game, but like I don't want to give him a heart attack. I'm afraid of that because then people are gonna hate me forever for killing Don Bluth. Essentially killing Don Bluth. I don't want that. So, anyways, I want to share some. I want to share some thoughts on this thing because I think I might have a reason as to why this game, you know, isn't that great. So here's my theory. So from what I could tell, the US version was developed first and released. Weird because, again, developed in the UK, but okay. It's possible CSG and Microsoft, publishers of the US version, like a lot of other publishers back in the day, I won't name names, LJN, rushed the game developers. Now on top of that, you only usually had like one programmer. And I believe, I'd have to like go through my messages again, because I know Mark Cooksey said he thought maybe Andy Williams programmed the game, but Andy Williams was the programmer of the Super Nintendo version, so I just don't think that it was developed by the same person. One of the developers of the Super Nintendo version said something interesting, which I would think would also apply to the US version, but I mean the NES version, is that Don Bluth wanted the character sprite to be twice as large as usual. So that would explain the big sprites. Um, Now, just trying to think here, sorry. So anyways, yeah. So a rush time limit plus only one programmer probably programmed this. Because I was going to say, as far as the programmer, I thought, I'd have to look through my messages again, but I thought Mark Crane told me that he programmed it, which would make sense. He also programmed the NES version of Prince of Persia, and he programmed a lot of games for that company, or for Elite back then, especially their Nintendo video games and stuff. So, that's my theory as to why this game is so bad. He just didn't have time to do it. Because that's why the European and the Japanese versions run faster. Is because, you know, they had, after they released the US version, they had time to work on it. And especially because Elite developed the European version, you know, they were the developer. So if they published their own game, that means they could kind of work at their own pace. Whereas with the Japanese version, I don't know if Epic Sony Records, like, you know, rushed them or whatever too. But that's why the Japanese versions and the European versions are more refined. Still not a perfect game by any means, but they're a lot better. I think we can all agree they're a million times better than the US game. Now, if by any chance any of the game designers of this game are watching, you know, I do thank you for this game because I do enjoy it. But like I said, could you confirm that? Is that the reason why the game, you know, had its problems or whatever? Also, I think, like I said, as far as I know, the people who worked on this game were either Andy Williams or Mark Crane as the programmer. David Percival was the graphic artist. I don't think Steve Beverly would have done this one. And then Mark Cooksey, of course, did the audio. And then I'm guessing the producer or project manager was Trevor Williams. So, and he just responded to a message of mine, so I should ask him if he worked on this. So anyways, that's my theory about why this game is so bad. People are like, how did it get released like this? Why is it so bad? I think that's the reason. Now, for those who say, like, didn't Don Bluth play this game and say, like, he, like he couldn't stand it or something? Or, well, here's the thing. I did hear Don Bluth say he's not a game designer. He's like, I don't know how to play video games or anything. You know, I made the game because someone gave me the idea to make my animations into a video game, but I don't play video games. He's like, I'm not a gamer or anything. So I think that's why, you know, the game, the US version anyways, with the low quality that it was released, because Don Bluth didn't really, you know, like, he probably played it. I don't know, but even then, he probably didn't know, like, well, like, if he played it, let's say, and he hated it, maybe it was because he thought, well, maybe I'm just not good at games. Maybe the game is good to people who actually know how to play video games. That's my theory about this. And that's just it. That's the thing about what I just said. With my really bad impression of this guy. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. And I can't believe MatPat is like in his 30s, because I could have swore that guy was like around my age, like 22 or something. Like, holy crap. But no, he mentioned in a video about him being like 35 or something, and it's like, you know, like, some people age like fine wine. I age like spoiled milk. So, my grandma doesn't, though. That's cool. My grandma, like, yeah, she looks old, but like, she looks like probably 60 or something. It's like, doesn't look like she's 82. Anyways. Just put this back in the case and everything. So I want to take good care of this. But, yeah. That's my theory on the game. Hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough, and I'm sorry I've wasted like 25 minutes of your time. I just wanted to show you guys this game and why maybe you should appreciate it a lot more. Or a little bit more. Not a lot more, but a little bit more. At least the European and the Japanese version. Because I would honestly say it as art, because they say are video games art, which I say yes to, but personally. But as far as art, as far as the artwork in the game, you know, this game nails it. It's definitely art. Especially considering possibly only one person did the graphics. Again, David did the graphics. Like, that is just amazing. Now, I've been trying to get in touch with David Percival to ask him about this game. Like, I just want to know, like, what kind of tools he used to make the graphics and stuff. I haven't heard anything from him, though. So, unfortunately, there's that. But this game, I don't know. Like I said, I do appreciate it as art. And one little thing before I go. Yeah, are video games art? Whether or not you consider video games themselves as art, like, you know, playing them and stuff, it's still art because there's art in the games. Even if those, you know, those text-based games, there's obviously graphics, there's text. Those are graphics. I mean, you see them in order to interact with the game. So that's why video games are art. So this game, I don't know. I guess I'll stick with the tradition with the Japanese version and not say how much I paid for this. But it wasn't anything near as much as the Japanese version. Nothing close to it. I got this for a pretty good deal. So, and this is a PAL game that I might actually play quite frequently if it works on my top loader. It says here, this game pack cannot be used with the Mattel or NES versions of the Nintendo Entertainment System, and it says it in French. And of course, I don't want to offend any French people by pronouncing everything wrong. Alright, well, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. God bless, and peace out. Have a good one. I'll see you guys.